Hello, everyone. This is Mary Couric, and I am coming to you wearing the hat of St. Francis by the Sea. Good steward here. I am here to interview some of the candidates, I guess we call them nominees, for Vestry that will take place, the election of which we think will take place sometime the 1st of 2023. And so they'll start their term then, assuming everything goes as we expect. And so with me today is Dale Elks. And Dale has been a member of St. Francis for a little while, but I'm going to let him share a little bit more about that. So first of all, Dale, tell us where you actually are from.
Okay, I'm actually from Chalkawinity, North Carolina. I started, if you will, my Episcopal experience. I was baptized at Trinity Church by my uncle, who was Jack Taylor, an Episcopal priest. It was his first baptism in September of 1956 after having been ordained into the ministry.
Wow.
So anyway, that's kind of where I started at.
Okay.
And
I think I remembered that from when we spoke before, so I wanted to kind of bring that out. What brought you to Carteret County?
love of the ocean. How about that? Anything waterfront.
A lot of people.
So we have had a place. Let me back up and say, when I was 16 years old, my mother moved to Morehead City. She got a job teaching at Carteret Community College. And I never went to public schools in Carteret County. I went to an Episcopal boarding school outside Philadelphia called the Church Farm School. And after that, went to Chowan College. And after Chowan, moved to New Bern, got married. Kathy and I lived there until 4 years ago. And but in 2003, we bought a place at Indian Beach. So prior to that, we had just used Indian Beach as a weekend retreat. You know, we hardly ever spent more than a Friday, Saturday, return back home, go to work Sunday, Monday morning kind of thing. So, but when we moved full time, I thought it was time for me to find some new routes rather than traversing back to Christ Church in New Bern, which I did infrequently, I must admit. And St. Francis is so convenient; it's only a mile and a half from where I lived. So I said, "Well, if I'm going to do this, I'm not going to sit on the sidelines. I'm going to get involved, and I feel like it's my time to give back and get involved in St. Francis." And so when they asked me, Bill Bollinger asked me, he said, "Would you mind if I nominated you?" And I said, "I would be flattered, you know." I think I can add some value. I do have a lifetime of experience in the Episcopal Church, and in particular in the Diocese of East Carolina. Kind of like Penn and Heather Perry, I am an alumni of Camp Leach, which was the predecessor to Trinity Center. So, kind of going back in time, I was confirmed at Trinity Church, I reckon when I was 12 years old, by Bishop Wright, who was the bishop that accepted the gift of land from the Roosevelt family that Trinity Center sits on today. So, which I didn't know. I mean, I didn't know all that until I met Penn and kind of got some history as to.
He's like an archive for us around here.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, well, first of all, it's hard to say no to Bill Bottlinger. I mean, come on.
Really?
You're going to say no.
Has there ever been a kinder person?
Yeah, I know.
I doubt it.
Yeah, truly. So that gives us a historical time span. But when proper did you become a member of St. Francis by the Sea?
I'm sorry, I didn't get the question.
And when did you become a member of St. Francis by the Sea?
4 years ago.
4 years ago. Okay, that's kind of what I thought. So your family is situated here. Do you still work, or are you retired? Tell us a little bit about what you do during the day.
I think I've lost the video by changing with with my audio here.
I've got you. Do
You
hear
got
me?
it? Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
got you. You're still here.
All right. So when we moved, I moved my membership from Christ Church in New Bern to St. Francis 4 years ago.
Uh,
Was that the question?
no, I was asking you what you do. Are you retired or?
Okay. So I'm a financial planner. I have my own independent office. I'm still working. Thank goodness. I love it. I have an office in New Bern, and my typical week is Monday, Wednesday, Friday in my New Bern office, and Tuesdays and Thursdays are I try to dedicate to my clients that are in the Beaufort and Morehead City area.
Okay. Well, I have sort of a two-part last question for you. What
All
do
right.
you love most about St. Francis? And when you think about the vestry and service on the vestry, is there a particular focus that you would want to put your energies toward?
First of all, I think, to be honest with you, St. Francis in so many ways reminded me of growing up at Trinity Church. Everybody is everybody's friend at Trinity. And I feel the same way about St. Francis. You know, it's not like, well, to be honest with you, it's not like a big church with 2,000 communicants like, say, a Christ Church in New Bern. It's real easy to get lost in a big church. And if you go to St. Francis, somebody's going to greet you. Somebody's going to welcome you. Somebody's going to encourage you to come back and get involved. And so in many ways, I think that is the way I viewed growing up at Trinity Church in Chalkawinity. I think the only difference is Trinity, much like a lot of the older parishes, I reckon, is kind of still a coat and tie place, or was when I grew up, where St. Francis is come as you are.
Come as you are.
Come as you are, right off the beach,
welcome.
with your flip-flops and shorts, and welcome, kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. So would that be your focus, you think, is to keep it that way and keep it growing?
Well, I think that's everybody's focus. I mean, that's always what I've observed is everybody's focus is to be outgoing, welcoming, and encouraging involvement, even beyond the Sunday services. So I see that. I enjoy doing it. And I think probably my financial background, I can add some value to the vestry from a financial perspective, because it's a natural part of what I do with my clients and small business owners, and have done for the last 35 years.
Perfect. Well, Dale, it was good to have you this morning to have a little chat so that others will get to know you a little bit better. So,
all right. Thank you, Mary.